15 years old, got myself into a lot of trouble. By age 22, I couldn't pay my apartment anymore. I was an ambitious young kid, but unfortunately, it got the best of me. Guys, construction saved my life, and today I want to talk to you about my journey and how I was able to start a small business, get into a lot of debt, and then how I got out of it and what industry I chose. As a young kid, my dad was in the car industry, and he told me trucking, construction, and cars, that's the three businesses that you can make money in. Maybe he was right, maybe he wasn't. I wanted to go against the grain, and I started a t-shirt screen printing business. I wanted to be like Nike. That was my goal. It didn't work out. So by age 22, I'm in $250,000 of debt. I give up my apartment. I move in with my in-laws, and honestly, I hit the lowest point of my life. I didn't know what to do. I got into a bunch of credit cards. The balances were coming due. I couldn't pay them anymore, and I was sleeping half the day, depressed out of my mind. And so my solution was, well, I can't keep doing this. So what did I do? Honestly, I picked up a shovel. My father-in-law was on the East Coast. He's in the trucking business, and I picked up a shovel and I started digging. This is the most simple thing I could think of to do. He had this like sloped crawl space, and I decided to build out a basement project that would end up being a sauna. And so we turned this unusable space into something special. If you look back at my oldest YouTube videos, you'll laugh because there's some cheesy videos about me building this basement sauna that I posted. But that decision, it literally saved my life. It changed everything for me. Most people think that real estate's only for investors or for the already wealthy. I believe that too, until I realized something. You don't need to know framing, electrical, contracting, how to pour a perfectly level concrete slab. All you need to know is how to hire those right people, get a fair price, understand the scope that they're gonna offer you, and then become a construction manager. Manage that process start to finish. Honestly, it's impossible to learn how to form and pour a foundation and how to properly frame a house and then do electrical, pass your licensing for electrical, do plumbing, make sure the house doesn't leak, and then understand how to do a roof properly and be 20 feet in the air. It's too much to handle. But anybody can manage subcontractors and do it right. So what do you need? You need a blueprint. I did it the hard way. I made a lot of mistakes. Looking back, I'm thinking, what would be the easiest way to get into this space if I was advising somebody in my shoes? You need a blueprint, you need a plan, and you need courage to take that first step. That's why I created my 7-step process. And what makes me different is, honestly, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not about becoming the buyer. This is about becoming the builder. When you build, you control the timeline, the design, the profit, and you become the producer of the deal. You deserve that force equity that you've created. I've helped thousands of people over the country, teachers, veterans, single moms, build their very first home and walk away with $100,000 plus in equity, completely tax-free. How does the system work? Well, it's really simple. I'll walk you through the entire 7-step process. Number 1, you need to find a good deal on land, and most of the time it's off market. Number 2, you need to underwrite the deal and understand the numbers. Guys, if you do step 1 and 2 properly, honestly, that's 60% of the work of the 7-step process. Then you need to design the house properly and make sure you're not overbuilding. Number 4, you need to get the permits in order to build your project. Number 5, you're gonna need to get the right type of financing. The most important steps is 1, 2, and 5. If you learn how to finance the project properly, then you'll be in profit even before you ever break ground on the deal. Number 6 is construction. You know what's funny? So many people, when I'm talking to them about building a house, all they think about truly is step 6, which is the physical construction. And honestly, it's probably the least important step, because it's so easy to manage subcontractors properly if you have a layout and think of like a Lego building set and you have an instruction manual on how to build this house. Subcontractors are professional business owners. You can keep them accountable. You have building inspectors that are double checking your work. You have lenders that are verifying the work is complete before payment. You're not paying deposits during this build. You're watching the schedule and you're keeping them accountable to that schedule, scope, and budget. So step 6, there are tools and ways to make sure that your build goes efficiently, quickly, and under budget. And then obviously step 7 is going to be moving in or selling that build. What this typically looks like is it's a 31-year mortgage. You have 1 year to build it, and then 30 years converts to a regular mortgage. And your payment actually will be less than just going and buying a home on the market because you have that forced equity built in. Look, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. It's not just me anymore. It's families who are stuck in rentals now living in homes that they built themselves. It's veterans who used VA loans to build equity instead of just by paying rent. With VA loans, guys, you guys can get 0% down, 0 payments during the construction process. It's absolutely incredible. I don't know why more people don't take advantage of it. When you join, you're not buying a course, you're stepping into a community. We now have over 9,500 members inside of this community actively posting their renderings, their plans, their subcontractors, their lenders. Guys, we have live mentorship calls every week. You get lifetime access to all of my full video training. Our plug and play templates that I had to guess on, you guys get those downloadable PDFs. You get my building plans. Every single one of my building plans that I've ever built, you can have them completely free. And throughout those building plans, the attached budgets, the attached schedules, all of the SOPs that I use to build my 250 units, you get those. And then obviously all the tools that you need to find off-market deals fast, even in this market. So many people tell me, how are you building? It's not profitable. And then I look at their land and they're overpaying for their land by 2x. Why would you do that? Guys, real estate is shifting. Construction is becoming more accessible, and families across America are waking up to the truth. You don't need permission to build wealth. You need a plan. The ones who act now are the ones who will thrive 5 years from now. Everyone else, still waiting. And guess what? They'll still be waiting tomorrow and the day after and 5 years from now. I know what it feels like to doubt yourself, to think that's for other people, but I'm here to tell you it's not. It's for you. If you're willing to build it and you have the drive, let's do it together. I'm gonna make sure that you succeed. So here's the next step. Text YouTube to 360-216-0304. I'm gonna send you a free training link, walk you through the system, and show you how to get started. Text YouTube to 360-216-0304. Join the movement, start building, 7-figure builder. We will be here waiting for you. Let's build.